Hello my dear students, good afternoon. Now let's continue the same modern periodic table. What exactly modern periodic law? The physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic function of their electronic configurations. Okay, so I'll continue with the same, so you have no need to confuse, and previously also if you have any doubts you can you can be very clear right now, okay, after completion of class. Okay, so now let's see what exactly we discussed. So we discussed about that first period, and clearly I am writing now second period, third period. If I write like this I cannot write 7, right? So I will write again. So first year I written first period, next is second period and third period, fourth period, fifth period and sixth period and seventh period. Okay, now let's see one by one. So first period consists of what subshells, and I was given previously. So first period consists of 1s and ends with 1s, that I told you. Second period, every period starts with s and every period ends with p, I told you. This first period is exceptional, because exceptional means there is no big reason, because this first period means that is present a K shell. In K shell, how many subshells are present? Only one S is present. Is there any P? That's why there is no P in first period. That's it. And remaining all periods consist of P. So every period starts with S and ends with P. This you understood or not? Yes? Okay. Second period starts with 2S and ends with 2P. Third period starts with 3S, ends with 3P. Okay, very clear. Fourth period starts with 4S. Very clear, sir. Sorry, S we are studying. So first period 1, second period 2, third period 3, fourth period 4. Otherwise write down like this: 5, 4S, 5S, 5, 6S and 7S, like this. Ends with this 4S, here 3P, 4P, 5P and 6P, 7P, like this. Correct? So this only consists of how many elements I told you? 2 elements. That's why this is called short period. Why only 2 elements can be filled? Because S can consist of only 2 elements. Sorry, S can have maximum 2 electrons. So first period consists of only 1s, 1s, 1s. So first period consists of only 1s subshell. So first period consists of 2 elements. Okay. Second and third period consist of how many elements I told you? These are 8 elements. 8 elements. This is shortest period. Shortest period. These two are called short periods. Shortest period. Who is this first one? Clearly I will write. This is what? Shortest period. First one. Because only consists of 2 elements. Why sir 2 elements means? I won't say again. This is the last and final time. Because S can have maximum 2 electrons. So that also was very clearly given. S, P, D, F. 2, 6, 10, 14. 4 is the difference I told you. You remember? In subshells, electrons present in various subshells means 4 will be the difference. So S subshell consists of 2 electrons maximum, In P maximum, how many electrons means 2 plus 4, 6. Next, P consists of 6 electrons maximum. In D, how many maximum electrons means 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 4, 14. Next, suppose G subshell, 14 plus 4, 18 electrons can be filled maximum in G. G subshell not required till now. For our generation, not required. Our generation means, okay, for us, not required. Okay, because nowadays we have only 120 elements. For that, G subshell not required to fill. Here, before G, there are so many subshells to be filled. Okay, so no problem. So next here, this second and third, okay, here fourth I will keep some star because 3s 3p, but 4s after the next energetic is 3d. This I was given already. Given or not? Euler diagram I was given. 4s after which subshell is going to fill 3d. 3d after 4p. Here 4d. Here 4 5 5 5 5 5d, and here 6d. Very simple, sir. Fourth period is very important. First period means 1s only. Second and third period no problem. Only s subshell, p subshells only present. Second period means 2s 2p. Third period means 3s 3p. That's it. Fourth period there is a new subshell 3d. And every period starts with a new number, n value, principal quantum number I told now, that one. See, this one, here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every period starts with new shell, every period ends with the same shell. Suppose K shell started, ended with same. Suppose second period, L shell. Started with 2s, ends with 2p, means same shell only. But in fourth period, 3d belongs to actually third shell. But energy we have to follow. Sir, this 3d is third shell. No, sir. This 3d please write here, sir. Means I cannot write. Because in energy order in Euler diagram, after 4s, 3d is going to fill. Getting what I am saying? So this is very important. Otherwise, sir, third period, no, sir. 3 here is there, no, sir. This 3d keep here, sir. Means I cannot write. Very clear? Because we have to follow Aufbau principle Euler diagram. Energy order we have to follow in the increasing way. So 4s after 3d must fill. 3d after 4p we have to fill. See, everywhere L shell, third period means M shell. M shell starts with 3s, ends with 3p. So both are belongs to M shell. This also fourth period starts with it's a K, L, M, N shell. Starts with N shell, ends with N shell only. Same shell only. But in middle there is a N minus 1. This is NS suppose. This is N minus 1D and this is NP. In general I am writing N. Now not required. Afterwards we can write all these things. Getting what I am saying? One value less. That's why I written N minus 1. That also keep in your mind. What I written here? Ns, n minus 1 because 4 minus 1, 3. So n minus 1d and np. So every period starts with a new shell as well as new subshell. Every period starts with S, ends with P. Getting what I am saying? Yeah, these are very very important. In fourth period, what subshell you have new? Here 3D. Getting what I am saying? In fifth period, 5s, 4d, 5p. In sixth period, 6s, 5d, 6p. And here one more thing. After 6s, what subshell will come? I told you 4f. Here 5f. In that way, how many you have here? Different subshells. You have first period only 1s you have, and second and third period S and P you have. And in fourth and fifth period, you have S subshell, D subshell, as well as P subshell. There are 3 types of subshells you have. Okay? In that way, sixth period consists of 6S, 4F, 5D, 6P, means 4 different subshells you have. Getting what I am saying? And seventh period consists of same way, 6th, 7th, same. Okay? These consist of how many elements? 18 elements. These are called long periods. What is a long periods consist of long periods means fourth, fifth are called long periods. Second, third are called short periods. First period is shortest period because two elements only can be placed. Because S subshell will have one electron. S can have 2, P can have 6. Total 8 elements can be filled. Understood? I told you that already. S can have maximum 2, D will have 10, P will have 6. So total 18. Here 32 elements. How many? 32 elements are present. So these are called longest period. Longest period. Shortest period, short period, long periods and longest periods. And 6th and 7th period consist of maximum how many? Means 32. This 7th period is also called incomplete period. Incomplete period. Incomplete period, why? Because any new elements going to discover or any element newly discovered, those elements we will place in 7th period itself. Sir, if you may have a doubt, sir, 7th period if completed, sir, in any new elements, suppose 10 elements after 7th period completely filled, then next where we have the elements means we have to introduce 8th period. Now me and you, we are discussing about 7 periods. Sir, 7 periods only lasts, sir, means no. You can, if more elements is coming, next one more new period will come. That is will be 8th period. Maybe for your next generations. Maybe that is possible. Not for you. Okay, because you are completing in 2 years. In 2 years those many elements won't come. So in this way, he was classified as 4 blocks. Elements he was classified as how many blocks? 4 blocks. There are S block, P block, D block, F block. How many blocks? S, P, T, F. So why sir like that? See, these are all elements which comes under 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s. This all comes under S block. Means in which elements the last electron, differentiating electron enters into S subshell, they are called S block elements. The last electron is called differentiating electron. I told in previous? Yes. Just listen my previous classes, then it will be very easy. The last differentiating electron means last electron. Differentiating electron means there is no big headache. Differentiating electron, okay, last electron. Okay, differentiating electron is present in P subshell. There belongs to P block. This only the exceptional, sir. Remaining all have P. So P block. The last electron enters into D subshell. They are called D block elements. Suppose zinc 3D10. Okay. Zinc is 3D. That means D block. Chromium 4s1 3d5. Okay. Chromium belongs to D block. Understood? Neon 1s2 2s2 2p6. 2p6. Okay. Last electron present in 2p. Sir, neon is P subshell. Like that we have to say. And one more block is there. This is interesting block. 4f and 5f. These two are just called F block elements. This is 4f series we call, 5f series we call. This 4f and 5f you have bottom of the periodic table. Tomorrow I will send. Tomorrow means maybe after class I will send modern periodic table in our WhatsApp group. Okay. This 4f series and 5f series. Each series consists of 14 elements because F subshell can have maximum how many electrons? 14 electrons. So this 4f series consists of 14 electrons. Why 14 electrons? Understood? Because each F subshell can have maximum 14 electrons. So in that way 4f series we have, 5f series we have at bottom of the periodic table. Getting what I am saying? Each F 4f, 5f consists of 14 and 14. 14 elements are present. Total 28 elements. 4f 14 elements, 5f 14 elements you will have. S block, P block, D block in middle, F block at bottom of the periodic table. S block left side, P block right side, like this only you are observing, no? So left side you have S block, right side you have a P block, middle D block, and this 4F and 5F will be bottom of the periodic table. In this way, Niels Bohr was classified elements in 4 blocks S, P, D, F. So what we discussed here, first period means K shell, second period L shell, third period M shell, fourth period M shell, fifth period NOP, like that. Every period starts with S, ends with P. Longest periods are 6th and 7th. 6th and 7th periods can have maximum how many electrons? Means 32. 32 electrons means 32 elements can be placed. Correct only I said. Because 32 electrons can be filled. That means 32 elements can be filled. Understanding? Each element have different differentiating electron. That's why each element is different from other. Okay? No two elements will have same electronic configuration. Elements I am telling, not ions. Understanding? Ions can have same electronic configurations, but no two elements have same electronic configuration. That's why I told you electronic configurations are like a fingerprint for elements, because no two elements will have same atomic number as well as electronic configuration. No two elements will have same atomic number or same electronic configuration. It is not at all possible. Any element has individual unique electronic configuration, unique atomic number. Atomic number of sodium 11. No element has the same 11 atomic number, but atomic mass can be same, as I told you in previous. Okay, so this is very important. You have to write. You write down all this. Have a screenshot and write down. Okay, these are very, very important for us. Okay, so what exactly we have means classification we have of elements, classification of elements in various blocks, or in simply you can write S, P, D, F blocks, you can write. Okay, so finally we have a periodic table, and just for idea I am writing like this. How many groups I told you? Have I told you how many groups? 18 groups I told you? Yes. And how many periods? 7. That I told you already. This is the rough periodic table what you have. This is called S block. S block. These two groups are called S block. And here you will have, this is P block, and here in middle you have a D block, and as I told you, F block you will have in middle and 2 rows of elements horizontal way. They are called 4F series, and this is 4F series, and here you have 5F series. This totally we had F block. So in this way, S block, P block, D block, and F block. So as I told you, maximum electrons, how many? Every time I am telling you this. S can have maximum 2 electrons, P can have maximum 6 electrons, D can have maximum 10 electrons, F can have maximum 14 electrons. F block we won't say in groups because only 2 rows of elements, only 4F series and 5F series. This 4F series we called as lanthanides or lanthanoids, not a problem, and these are called actinides or actinoids. Understood clearly? So, sir, why you given again now? Why you are writing? Why you are irritating? No, don't feel bored. S can have how many electrons? Maximum 2. That means here 1s1 will come, here 1s2 will come. That means maximum how many electrons I can fill? 2 electrons. That means maximum how many elements I can fill? 2 elements. 1s1 is belongs to whose configuration? Belongs to hydrogen configuration. Belongs to hydrogen. Configuration belongs to hydrogen. 1s2 configuration is belongs to whom? Helium. So first period this is, and here second period. So S block will have two groups, because S can have maximum 2 electrons. So S block will have how many groups? 2 groups. P can have maximum how many electrons? 6 electrons. So 6 groups can be present. How many can be present? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more I will place it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so here S can have maximum how many groups? 2. Because S can have maximum how many electrons? 2 electrons. P can have maximum how many electrons? 6. So P block consists of how many groups? 6 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. Total how many like this? Periods 1, 2 and third period, and here you will have a fourth period and fifth period, 6 and 7, like this you will have. This is what block here you have? D block you have. 7 periods. Okay. Here 2s I told ends with 2ps, so 2s1, 2s2, and here 2p1, 2p2, 2p3, 2p4, 2p5 and 2p6. Getting why I am writing this? Because after 1s2 here you have what? Lithium. Here what this belongs to? Beryllium. This is belongs to what? Boron. Okay? Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and this is belongs to neon. You can check the electronic configuration. Last differentiating electron subshell only I am writing. So why P block has 6 groups, understood enough? Because P can have maximum how many electrons? 6. 2p1, 2p2, 2p3, 2p4, 2p5, 2p6, like that. Third period. Okay, one more I have right? Okay. Yeah. So this is B block. Have a screenshot now. It's better. Now here you what you have? Here sodium you have, here magnesium you have, and here aluminium, silicon, Si, and phosphorus, and here sulfur and chlorine, and here argon. Same story. Here 3s1, 3s2. Electron filling I am telling. In differentiating subshell, differentiating electron. Differentiating subshell means last subshell. I am not using any wrong words here. Differentiating subshell means last subshell. Okay. Sodium consists of, these all you should common. Okay. 2s2, 2p6, 3s1 here, right? Sodium configuration, you know. Sodium is what, sir? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So here sodium has 3s1. So starts with 3s or not? Argon 3s1, 3s2, 3p1, 3p2, 3p3, 3p4, 3p5, 3p6. 3s2, 3p6, final argon. I told you that also. Every period starts with S and ends with P. And here starts with the first what? Alkali metals here. 1A group elements. Those groups and periods again with big periodic table tomorrow I will draw. Understood, sir? So here what we discussed, there are 4 blocks and their configurations and what groups are present. Everything we will discuss again. Hope you understood all these things. Why we started here. Okay, S consists of 2 groups and P consists of 6 groups. In that way D consists of 10 groups. D consists of how many groups? 10 groups you will have. And here only series, 14 elements in each series. Why D consists of 10 groups? Because D can have maximum how many electrons? 10. Why I am telling understanding? Classification based on filling of electrons in various subshells, as I told you. So starts with D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8, D9, D10. Suppose scandium starts, scandium is 3D1 or not? See the electronic configurations. Scandium 3D1, zinc here last element. In this D block I am talking. In D block, here first 3D1 ends with 3D10 like this. Hope you understood till here. Don't worry, after next class you will have full clarity about the total classification.